Oh, it's a lot different. This is kind of what I got to turn up to some of my last fights, let alone just a press conference in the city. But it's an amazing turnout. It just shows the support that Queensland are giving to this, and I really appreciate every single person coming out here today and showing their support. And I'm going to do my rounds and come around and say hello to a few of them soon.
And the nerves, how are you keeping the nerves at bay? Are they setting in now?
Yeah, the nerves are fine at the moment. Like I said, I've got to make weight. Once I get that process probably done on Saturday, then I'll start thinking about the fight more. The nerves will creep in. I think it's always good to have a little bit of nerves because that just keeps me on edge, but I'll be trying to contain them as much as possible because I don't want it to drain my energy either.
And your family, are they helping you keep you grounded? Like, are they giving you some reality checks every now and then?
Yeah, definitely. The family's definitely keeping me grounded. They talk to me and treat me as normally as possible. I have them around me just to keep me calm. I've got a great family behind me. They were in the sheds before this and just talking to me like we always do.
Jeff, this is probably the 5th or 6th time you've been asked this week, but are you good enough to knock MANNY Pacquiao out?
Definitely. If I can land the right shot on MANNY Pacquiao, he will go to sleep. Now, I don't say that disrespectfully as in I'm definitely going to knock MANNY Pacquiao out, but if I land that shot, he's going to go down.
Tell us about your weight that you're saying that you're still 4 kilos over.
Yes, so I'm sitting at 70.3, so it's about 3.5, 4 kilos over at the moment. I will lose that. That's probably a more comfortable drop than what I'm even used to. I'm used to dropping from about 71 kilos. So this is going to be a lot easier, and I'm going to feel strong, and I'm going to feel bigger than MANNY because I know he's probably sitting around the weight. So yeah, hopefully that's an advantage for me.
How do you feel today?
I feel good. I feel strong. I'm in my tapering stage, so I'm doing less and less training per day. So the body's starting to feel fresh again, and I'm almost ready at my peak to get in there again on Sunday. Yeah, the transition, so when those nerves are going to really pick up, is going to be in the dressing rooms probably just before the fight. I'm going to feel those nerves, probably even, as I said, straight after weigh-in, I'll start thinking about it a lot more, and then turning up to the venue and all that, it's going to really make me feel, oh, the fight's actually happening and it's here, and hearing that crowd roaring.
Have you got any superstitions or any routines that you always go through?
No, there's no superstitions or routines. I just like being on schedule. So MANNY being late the other day probably wasn't the best thing, but waking up at a certain time and eating at a certain time throughout the day. So 8 o'clock I'm going to wake up on fight day, just so I'm feeling nice and fresh still at 1:30 or 2 o'clock when I fight.
Just one for the promoters as well, Jeff. Good to see that it's going to be the most viewed ever Australian fight on pay-per-view. That's pretty special for you.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing exposure that Brisbane, Queensland and all the sponsors sponsoring the event are going to get. Even, I don't know, like the amount of exposure for this is amazing. So hopefully we get a lot more traction in Brisbane and people are thinking Brisbane rather than Melbourne and Sydney sometimes. Yeah, and make sure everyone books early for this fight because it's trending to be a sellout on main event and it's going to be very busy. So if you want to watch the fight at home, make sure you book it prior to the day because it could crash on Sunday.
Jeff, you mentioned something about MANNY arriving late to the press conference. As someone who likes to be punctual, like as a former school teacher, did that bother you at all?
Look, it was frustrating. I think I was more frustrated for Kate and Graham and other people that actually had appointments on after that. I had training as well, which was holding that up. So I like to be on schedule, as you said, when the bell rings. I like to be in class on time, like my students. So yeah, it was a bit frustrating, but what can you do? He's the man of the show at the moment.
Dean actually took a light shot at MANNY for texting. And did that bother you at all? Like he's not taking the event seriously?
Oh, it was hilarious when Dean called him out, my promoter from Juco Events. He said, look, Manny's a professional texter as well, and Manny was like, I put his phone down. It was hilarious watching his reaction to that one.
When he said that his advice for you is to stay home on Sunday.
Well, that won't be happening, will it?
No, I definitely won't be staying home on Sunday. It won't be a sick day, that's for sure. I'll be turning up on the event, and no matter what Freddie says, I'm going to give it my all, and I think that's going to be enough. He might not think so, but he should, because he's a trainer. He should be looking at everything of mine.
Here, here. See you Sunday.
See you Sunday.